What the fuck is wrong with this nigga? That's your man. That's your man.
Hey, who man's is this? Oh, man's is this?
That hits different now. That hits different now. Well, no joke intended. Yeah, serious.
I got an interesting who's man's since we're on the subject of kickers.
Oh my God.
Recently,
get his ass the fuck out of here.
In a world where we get that nigga the fuck out of here.
So I got to share a story with you guys, right?
If you think that's bad.
It's just, if you thought what I just said was bad, you're going to have to understand that.
Reverse.
I don't even know if y'all are ready for it. Let's see if y'all are ready for it. So we're not going to do a video on this, but I'm going to take you through a story here. So apparently,
HarrisonButker.
Harry Butker?
He's a kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, recently won the Super Bowl, Kansas City Chiefs. And he went to I guess it was a school graduation or something. Let's see what it was. He went to the graduation.
Products. That fucking beardo.
You weird freaking weird.
So he went to let's just check the story out, right? So he goes to this college, I guess for their like graduation, and he does a speech against, I guess, LGBT pride.
Against.
And then he also told the women who were graduating, it's like an all-girls school. This was a setup, first of all. He goes to an all-girls school and tells them that the most important role in life will be like a homemaker. Now, this is to people that have just gone through school. Like, so what the fuck did I just do school for?
Yo, all I'm envisioning is that one where that guy was in front of the school board.
Right.
Well,
bunch of fat cows.
Right. Yeah, we gotta get some ugly women.
We gotta get some more brothers on the council. You know what I'm saying?
No, not him. I'm talking about the old white
talking about Rick. You're talking about Rick.
Oh, Rick.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna get
disrespectful, yo.
I'm not gonna get too deep into the whole story, but the thing is, they've called for his firing over these comments of telling women that their best role is to be a homemaker.
That's ironic coming from the most replaceable person on the football team.
Right. Like, first of all, why did you invite the kicker to come to the women's college? It just seems weird. Like, y'all were on the list of who we're gonna have for the commencement.
You know what's crazy about it? I see his point, and I don't see his point, but I understand why he said what he said. Let me explain. Because if he's a fucking kicker, that means he grew up in and out of a minivan with a mom who took him to soccer his whole life.
Right. The only thing we know about him is that he wasn't good enough to be on a soccer team.
Yeah, I don't agree with his point, but I understand why he would have said it.
Let's delve in just a smidgen.
And I'll say this too. When I got laid off of my job, I became Mr. Mom for a while. And so I do have issue with women who don't respect that job.
Homemakers. Right. Yeah, homemakers. That's real work. That's real work.
And there are women out there who like being homemakers, and there's nothing wrong with it. And I cherished it because I got so close with my children.
Yeah,
that we're close now because of that.
Yes. Because of that.
Yes, sir.
I had a similar situation with my older kids where I had some time with them when I was dealing with the situation. And I loved it.
Yeah, I think women should do whatever they want to do. You want to be in a position of power, do that. But just because that's what you want to do, don't shit on the fibers that make a good family and good children.
Right. Yeah, as long as it's a healthy family and they chose their roles and everybody's happy doing what they want to do, it's not your place to shit on it. Period.
Right. So here's a funny statistic. Ever since HarrisonButker did this was just a couple days ago. His fucking NFL jersey is #1 selling. So America feels like you feel, Bricks. Like, you know,
let me guess
I see what he was saying. Because he said, no, but it's probably standard conservative Americans, because the truth be told, I get it. We're in this modern world and shit, and there's nothing wrong with being a boss, male or female. You see what I'm saying?
Kansas City Chiefs are red and gold, and that goes very well with the Trump shoes and the MAGA hat. Just saying.
Okay, all right. You can say what you want to say. I'm going to say what I have to say. Okay.
Yeah, them Trump shoes was corn. That was a bad look, yeah.
It was.
Right.
It was.
I've not seen anyone with them, number one. But number two, I've not seen any white people with them.
Yeah, who's going to wear those? They fucking gold shoes with wings on them.
Now, Fat Joe purchased a pair of them.
Yeah, but that was.
And if he didn't, I think he said he was going to.
Yeah.
Because he's a sneakerhead. But I mean, all money ain't good money, Joseph. Fat Joseph.
Large Joseph.
So let me huge Giuseppe.
Well, let me finish my point, man. Let me finish my point, guys.
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe. I need you to lay in the back of Giuseppe.
Let me tell you what, some of the most marvelous women I know are homemaker.
Right.
So I get what he was saying, and he didn't say something like, y'all shouldn't even have done this college thing because you're only going to be homemakers. He didn't say nothing like that. He said some of y'all going to go on to do this, some of y'all going to go on to do that, and some of y'all going to go on to do this wonderful job of making a house a home. And then he proceeded to talk like all this good shit about how his wife does him and makes him the man he is, and that she was, she feels like she was fulfilled by, performing her role as a wife and mother. But it was some nuts.
You know what? Let me stop you right there. I think the problem with the world today is not that people think a certain way. It's just when you start talking, people just can't wait to disagree with you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you're talking about. Like if he'd have gone up there and said, you women better be lawyers and doctors, and that's it. Somebody would have been pissed off because they want to go to barber college.
Right.
Or, well, what do you mean? I can't work an oil field now?
Right.
You just want to be disagreeing. And that's another thing. I've seen it. I'm probably going to get
comments. What was his comments against LGBT, though? I didn't hear any of that.
Yeah, you did say that.
No, it was in the story. I didn't read his specific comments about it. I don't see it.
I think the lesson of it all is who listens to kickers anyway?
Right.
Well, I mean, he's still a grown-ass person who's, a Caucasian white male in his mid-30s. So somebody's listening. You know what I'm saying? And the truth of the matter is what he said was not too far from how a lot of people feel, which is why they buy his jersey to show him support. To say there's nothing wrong with saying that,
he's a misogynist.